the last house we sold ourselves, which was quite an experience, not for the faint of heart. We found that quite challenging. So it was great to go back to using a realtor. And we had a referral uh, from our broker to try out Dawn and her team.
So both Dawn and Lindsay came over at the same time. And then talked to us about the process and laid out the game plan. And we talked about geographic areas that we're interested in and what we were looking for, which was an ocean view. When she found houses that we thought would fit in our bracket, she would go with us, and she herself would be doing inspections of the house at the same time, looking at electrical, looking at this, checking the decks. And so many houses we looked at with ocean view, the decks were totally a rebuild. So on top of the purchase price, she would have had to do A, B, C, D to bring it back up to standard. And sometimes that was just way beyond what our budget was. So she helped rein us back into that ball field and learn from us what we liked and what we didn't like. And then she helped us look at anything in the future. So sometimes there was months, it took us a whole year to buy a house. Months of nothing that would suit on us. She would not tell us, like, we see stuff on the market, but she would say, no, that's not for you. It's got problems. So she weeded all that stuff out for us and saved us a bunch of time with looking at stuff that we would never have looked at or wanted to look at. Honesty and
Accessible. She was very accessible. I know she doesn't live in Nanaimo, so, but she was very accessible. She's a young mom. That's not easy to manage, but she was always there when we needed her. So I really appreciated that. Well, for me, I know Dawn's local. She knows the real estate market in this community. You get that feel of they know the area super well. Dawn does, and all her agents, and yeah, they listen.
yeah.
They don't try and force something on you.
Yeah.
Or
And Dawn was one of the top real estate agents when she was with another company, and she was always near the top. And she's hired into her team people that have the same ethics as she does, so that they're all in sync and they help each other out. So it was a great choice for us.
yeah, they cover each other off. So if one's away, you have someone. Because in this market, you got to be quick. You got to be ready. Especially when we were looking, like there wasn't a lot on the market, so the gems that did come up, we had to be positioned well, and we were, because this is the first time we bought a house before we sold ours. So we had a subject to the sale of our house, but we were they made us feel confident to put that clause in there because they knew our house was going to go, and we were ready. Everything was ready, lined up. Hit the on. It was like hitting a button. I think the sign was in the yard within an hour of us.
Put an offer on the other house.
Yeah, like that's the fastest we've had a real estate sign in the ground ever, and we've bought and sold a lot of houses. So
Yeah.
that was refreshing because that's sometimes a lot. And people still use that as and it got the buzz in the neighborhood. What's going on? But yeah, I think that's what the speed,
Yeah.
reliability, accessibility, and listening.
Yeah.